Let's take a look at some sports now. Here's Kayode Alayode.
Welcome to Sports News. President of Nigeria Olympic Committee, Habu Gumel, has confirmed that the country will be ready for the Olympic Games in August. Gumel says accommodation, transportation and plans to get qualified athletes into closed camping has been concluded. However, he says the budget is yet to be released, but the committee has been working with funds from sponsorships and grants from the International Olympic Committee.
Minister of Youth and Sport, they are working hard. The Olympic Committee too is working hard, and the budget of the country is yet to be out. And I believe very soon it will be out and things will move on. We are doing our best with the little sponsorship we are getting from the International Olympic Committee, from ANOCA and from other organizations, giving some small to the athletes. So I will continue with the training. And I believe the Ministry of Youth and Sport, they are doing their best to ensure that the funding is available. We have made all necessary arrangements regarding the ticket to watch the game, regarding transportation in Rio, regarding the accommodation even for the athlete. Everything has already been done, and we are working hard together with the ministry regarding the closed camping of the old athletes that have already qualified, and we have few that are yet to qualify. So we are still moving together with the old president of the National Federation, the NOC, and the ministry together.
And zeroing in on club football now, Manchester City will take on Real Madrid for a place in the final of the Champions League, while Bayern Munich will face Atletico Madrid. The draw keeps alive the prospect of a final with two teams from the same country for the third time in 4 years, following Bayern Munich's win over Borussia Dortmund in 2013 and Real Madrid's victory over Atletico Madrid a year later. The first leg matches will take place on the 26th and 27th of April, with City and Atletico to play at home. The return fixtures will be played on May the 3rd and 4th. The final game will be played at the San Siro in Milan on Saturday, May the 28th.
So the first team to play the first semi-final.
Meanwhile, in the Europa League semi-finals, Villarreal will host Liverpool in the first leg on April the 28th, with the return leg on May the 5th. Liverpool staged one of the most sensational comebacks Anfield has seen to overcome Borussia Dortmund in Thursday's quarter-final second leg. In the second semi-final, Sevilla will travel to Ukraine for the first leg against Shakhtar Donetsk, while the return leg will be in Spain. The final takes place in Basel, Switzerland on Wednesday, May the 18th. And that's so much we have for you on Sports News this hour. The rest of the news continues in just a moment.
Thanks, Kayode. A powerful earthquake in Japan has left at least 9 people dead and more than 250 others injured. Buildings were also toppled in the process, with most of the southern part of the country left in total darkness due to power cuts. There are also fears that even more people could be trapped under collapsed buildings.
Earthquake which Japan experienced is one which was no respecter of persons, including an 8-month-old baby girl. Thankfully, she survived and was reunited with her family. It took rescue workers 6 hours to reach the baby, who was found unharmed under a pillar by a team of dozens of police working with chainsaws. An initial magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck 11 kilometers east of the city Kumamoto at about 9:30 p.m. on Thursday, April the 14th. It was then followed by frequent, strong aftershocks, including a 6.4 magnitude tremor. There was no tsunami warning, but at least 9 people were killed and more than 1,000 people were taken to hospital. More than 44,000 people evacuated to schools and community centers, some spending the night outside after the first quake hit. Nearly 100 aftershocks were felt during the night. More than 3,000 troops, police and firemen were dispatched to the area from around Japan, and Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said more will be sent if needed. Having set up an emergency center to deal with the crisis, Abe also told reporters that he will do whatever was needed to deal with the disaster, one of the worst since March of 2011.
I would like to express my condolences to all who have been injured or are victim of this calamity. The safety of the locals is our priority, and we will put all our forces into the continued search and rescue of those in need.
Last night's incident is a stark reminder of the March 2011 incident, when a magnitude 9 quake struck offshore north of Tokyo, causing tsunami waves along the coast that killed nearly 20,000 people and triggered a nuclear power plant meltdown.
Very sad one there for them. But let's move on to entertainment news tonight. Producer Cofirms Asukwa and pop star Davido are ready for their first collaboration. Here's Mayowa Ogundele with more.
Well, many thanks. Here are your trending entertainment stories. The federal government has inaugurated a 29-man committee to review the Motion Picture Practitioners Council of Nigeria bill. The bill, which was first drafted in 2005, has been returned to the committee, which is made up of top industry practitioners and heads of guilds, for a review before it is finally adopted as the apex body in Nollywood.
Now, you see, what we are trying to do is to bring the industry from a subsector to a major sector.
Talks of a collaboration between producer Cofirms Asukwa and pop star Davido are in advanced stages, as they are expected to hit the studio soon. The critically acclaimed producer Cofirms confirmed this to Entertainment News on Channels Television in a phone chat.
I'm excited about that project. So we're gearing up. We're going to get into the studio and we're going to cut that track, and I think it'll be absolutely amazing. And I hope we'll be another expression, just sort of removing from the space that we're used to hearing it.
Rapper Ice Prince is set to release his third studio album, already titled Just to the World, a follow-up to his 2013 album Fire of Zamani. The Chocolate Titi rapper shared the information via his Instagram page, hinting there are other projects, including a book and a movie, in the works. YBNL star Adekunle Gold serves the visual interpretation of his latest love song, Ready. The singer takes on the role of a photographer and writer longing for a lover in the video directed by Adasa Kuki.
Bella Nanja, calm down. You they make me jealous. I social pictures. Me say me find love.
Producer and singer Malik Berry has just released 2 new tracks titled On Fire and Control. He shows off his vocal prowess in these self-produced tracks.
You say you want me love to the best time, you tell me say you don't want to waste time,
Well, that wraps it up on entertainment. Many thanks for watching. Let's head back to the main news.
Thanks a lot, Mayowa. And the main news again. The presidency today announced that $6 billion worth of investment will flow into the Nigerian economy from China. This is the outcome of President Muhammadu Buhari's working visit to improve bilateral relations and trade volumes between both countries. Also today, British authorities pledged over £30 million to help rebuild communities in the northeast destroyed by insurgents. The Federal High Court in Abuja today passed judgment on the application by Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki seeking nullification of his ongoing trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal. And an earthquake has hit Kumamoto in Japan 20 hours after a similar occurrence in the town of Mashiki. That's the news at 10 tonight. I'm Ijoma Onyaso. Thanks a lot for watching, and do remember that our president is due back in the country tomorrow. Good night.